Between the ages of 16 and 18, students may be required to learn about the three major types of reaction that sulfuric acid undergoes, namely dehydration, oxidation, and of course acid-base. Now, there's a demonstration that actually shows two of these happening at the same time, and that's the action of sulfuric acid on potassium permanganate. Now, Kleep's Hascard specifically warn against the action of sulfuric acid on permanganates, and so we've actually spent a little bit of time trying to come up with a suitable way of showing this. There are a number of videos out there which show sulfuric acid acting on potassium permanganate, some of which show a variety of different techniques, some of which have actually demonstrations that have been around for years. But at the moment, we've sort of judged that because of the differences in quality between potassium permanganate in different schools, the different crystal sizes, age of samples, etc., most of these are just not very reproducible. So this is a nice, simple demonstration to see if we can show what happens when we react these two chemicals together. Now, when sulfuric acid comes into contact with potassium permanganate, one of two things happens. First of all, an acid-base reaction. The sulfuric acid protonates the manganate ion to form permanganic acid. This then is dehydrated to form manganese heptoxide, a particularly unstable compound. We're going to be using this to oxidize an organic substance, in this case some cotton wool here today. Now, there are a number of videos around that actually show these two being mixed together and then a fuel like ethanol being dripped in. Unfortunately, that means that you don't have any control really over how much manganese heptoxide is being produced. It's particularly nasty stuff, so what we're actually going to do is produce it in situ on the end of a stirring rod. So you're going to need two watch glasses. One is going to contain about 2 centimetres cubed of conc sulfuric acid, and the other one is going to contain a spatula load of potassium permanganate. I've also got here a cotton wool ball. It's about sort of 2 centimetres or so in diameter. And then all you need to do to demonstrate the reaction is to pick up a glass rod about 30 centimetres in length to help keep you as far away from the reaction as possible. Dip it into the conc sulfuric acid, straight across into the permanganate, and then you'll start forming the manganese heptoxide on the end of the glass rod, and then dipping that onto the surface of the cotton wool. Sometimes it sticks. It's okay if you want to leave it there in position. It looks a little bit nicer potentially if you remove it, but either is fine. So I'm going to dim the lights to see what happens. Safety-wise, you can actually do this experiment in the open laboratory, as long as you're in a well-ventilated environment. The amount of manganese dioxide being produced should be perfectly safe. After you've finished doing the experiment, make sure you dispose of everything by diluting in plenty of water immediately after the demonstration, not leaving it for a technician to come and find.